by the count. I'm pretending with a fake, yeah, they too fake to doubt. Acting like they are what they not for their clout. They just sucking my blood, drinking love with the count. Flowing like water. Three with the smiles, all the ops gonna pop. They all in the sewers, the south in the clouds. I'ma stay down to the sound, to the sound, to the sound. On the floor to the steps,
After 272 regular season games, 12 playoff games, one last one on the NFL calendar, it happens tonight as EA Sports welcomes you to the Super Bowl. After all the hype, it's finally time for football. It's Super Bowl Sunday. Off we go on EA Sports. And that one will not be returned over the back line of the end zone, so the offense will get the ball at a decent spot, the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Right to the air from the 30 on the first play. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
They'll come up now for second down and 4. Now the former Texas A&M Aggie, here's Devon Achane. And he's going to weave his way forward. It's a first down at the 44-yard line.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Throwing now on first and 10. Oh, intercepted. What a bad start on the third play. Picked off by Kool-Aid McKinstry.
We talked at the start of the game, Mike, the energy in this stadium. And now after that early turnover, it's certainly not going to help quiet this crowd. They clearly came into this game facing an uphill battle. And they've made it here even harder on themselves with that early turnover.
On the ground, this is Kentre Miller. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's second and 5. He'll drop to throw. That one into the hands of Turner. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry, and that'll give him a first down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
And that is incomplete. Chris Olave, the intended receiver. And that will lead to a second down. Olave is the motion man. Back to the air again on second and 10. That's thrown right side, but incomplete. Anthony Gould was the intended target, and it's going to be third down. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. And on third down, that ball incomplete.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and I'll tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. Even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. And this will be incomplete.
It seemed there was a bit of a busted coverage in the secondary, and I think that's what led that receiver to be so wide open. And that's a ball that just needs to be put on him. It doesn't have to be a perfect throw. It doesn't have to be thrown on the money. Just make it catchable and take advantage of that opportunity.
That's caught downfield by Waddle. Second reception of this Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the second-level defenders, but get that ball down into the hands of his target. He makes it look a lot easier than it actually is.
It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His third catch goes for a first down. In motion, it's Waddle. They'll run. It's the rookie from Texas Tech. Not much happening there, just a short gain. Here's a 2nd and 9. He'll look to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
3rd and a yard. They'll try and run it here. It's Achane. And he's brought down to 17, but that's going to be good enough. A first down picked up on the ground.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down. You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. A run up the middle with Achane. Whoa! And he winds up dancing and spinning out of a tackle. Winds up getting 8 yards on that one. Good run. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Without question, something you never want to see, especially here on Super Bowl Sunday. Tight end going in motion here. Try to pick this one up on the ground. So instead of going for the first down, in comes the field goal unit. Bit of a surprise here. Good snap. Good hold. Good kick. And the Dolphins will tie the game at 3 apiece. So the field goal draws us even. It is now 3-3 as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. The pass is caught by Turner. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. 1st and 10 now from the 36. They run out of the gun with Miller. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. They face 2nd down and 7. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Got his man at the 6. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown Saints. Will Lutz now for the PAT. It's up and good. The Saints take a 10-3 lead. So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Now, faking the give. A toss, left side, caught by his running back.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. They'll look to throw. Going down the center of the field, open man, and it's taken in. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and good for the 1st down. Now a give up the middle. That one never got started. Too much defensive pressure. They dropped him in the backfield.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to look for the home run ball. His offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Once again, it's Miller. And he'll get past the marker. So he's got a first down on that gain of 5.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
So, 1 quarter down here on Super Bowl Sunday. 10-3 is our score. We'll have more from Tampa after this. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Here's Miller. And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. A pass taken in by Miller. And the Saints are going to be set up with a 1st and goal now. Tackle made at the 9.
Sudden change. So you find yourself defensively a little bit on your heels. Your offense just turned the ball over. Now you've got to go out and make a stand. Well, so far this offense has moved the ball pretty quickly. But can they dig in and at least force a field goal?
A short game. Down to the 7. Now here's 2nd and goal. On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. That's hauled in at the 2. And he's in. Touchdown, New Orleans. Lutz for the extra point. He gets it to go. And the Saints move out in front by the score of 17-3. So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. They'll put Ayuk in motion. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quick throw, out wide. It's caught. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. Come to the line now on 2nd and 2.
Let's go.
Handoff here, up the middle. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
2nd and short. Normally this is a great time, Mike, to put the ball in the air and try to press the ball downfield. But in this case, they keep it on the ground. It has a similar effect. They pick up a good gain and a 1st down.
1st and 10. Back to throw. Now he'll run. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. The Saints have got it.
Something these running back coaches preach all the time, Mike, is you can't sacrifice the ball for additional yardage, and I think we had a case of that going here. I love the effort. I love the fight, but it can't come at the expense of the ball. Everything in football is about protecting the ball itself, and in this case, just a little bit too loose with it. They're able to pop it loose, and that's a big turnover. Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Now they'll set up to throw. Now a ball deep, middle of the field, and he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes. And there is a lot of room to operate.
A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down. Throwing now from the gun. Down the field, it's caught on that left sideline. And he's going to be taken down after a big second down pickup. But we do have a penalty marker on the field. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Following the penalty, they'll run it. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down. Here's a handoff to Miller. Oh, big hole left side. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line.
Well, this is the advantage to having a really effective passing game, Mike, as the defense now tries to adjust to stopping you through the air. It's a lot easier to mix it up and run the ball. There's a lot less defenders in there trying to stop it.
And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. A run out of the gun. It's Miller. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss. I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. Now they got a 4th down decision to make.
So following the field goal, Lutz is back out to kick it away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. He'll go left side here and complete this one. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20.
There's a lot of factors that make this play so successful, Mike, and clearly the ability of this tight end to not only find the open space in the defense, but then after the catch to turn into a runner. That is very rare at the tight end position. We're seeing it more and more often, though, over the last couple years. And then the accuracy of...
Oh, no chance to get rid of that one. Under a heavy rush, he goes down.
Well, that's certainly one way to bounce back here defensively after giving up a huge explosive play on the previous snap. To bounce back and come away with a sack. Now you find yourself in 2nd and long. You can catch your breath, and the opportunity to get off the field has just gone up.
Two minutes remain here in this first half. Back for more on Super Bowl Sunday. After this, 3rd and long. They'll throw out of the gun. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throw away.
In what's been a pretty one-sided affair from the opening whistle, it just seems like it continues to get worse. This defense, they know they have them on the edge, and they continue to rush the quarterback the way they are. I'm not sure what this offense can do come the second half. And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. He's going to air this one out, and that is incomplete.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
Left side into the hands of Olave. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Going for it all. That is brought in. And he will go all the way. Anthony Gould. Touchdown Saints. The kick by Lutz is good. The Saints add on one more as they extend their 2nd quarter lead. So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Throwing now on 1st and 10. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and let's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
That's complete. It's Waddle. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins. And it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline. So as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
To the air now on 1st and 10. He'll get this complete. That's Anthony Schwartz.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike. How well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him. For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
You don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. He'll try to get this one on the ground. And he's going to be close to that 1st down. Looks like he made it past the yellow line. Yes, he did. It is indeed a 1st down.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the 1st down.
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. This is caught at the 2. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Miami. Point after, coming up here. Dolphins are able to cut into the deficit. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Anthony Gould now to return. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They do try to run it out as they start on the ground. And a nice run. Get them about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
Here's a ball thrown deep, right sideline.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end. Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. 2 quarters left in the NFL season as we decide a champion. Back underway here at the Super Bowl. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Look at him go. Sensational return. They drag him down inside the 15-yard line.
All right, so if you're going to be a kick returner in the National Football League, you need these 2 things. Balance, vision, and yes, speed doesn't hurt too much either. And all 3 of those were evident there. I mean, what a return that was to set his guys up, starting this drive inside the red zone.
2nd down and 8. Here's a handoff, and Miller heading left. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
So following the field goal, Lutz is back out to kick it away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. The drive will start on the ground, and they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Finding yourself down here, multiple scores in the second half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks. So don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
Now a handoff running right. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
And Mike, you know the best time to pick up first downs is? On first downs. Don't wait for third down. We see it here. 3 plays in a row, 3 first downs on chunk plays, and this offense is rolling.
In motion, it's Waddle. They'll get creative here on the jet sweep. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down.
When they called that sweep, Mike, obviously they're thinking, let's pick up the first down. They didn't quite get to the chains, but I think they're going to be pretty happy with that game.
Now, faking the give. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
Just a great example of not only the anticipation, but the instincts to go break that pass up. Mike, you can see he's clearly looking at the quarterback's eyes. And once that ball was delivered, he's just attacking it and breaking it up.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
I could sit up here all day, Mike, and we could talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved a touchdown along the way. So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. He'll go right and find his running back.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel in. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
On the handoff, this is Miller. And he'll get the 1st down there, a pickup of about 5 yards. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Got a man coming across the field. He's got him. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll run with Miller. That's a gain of 11. And they'll move the chains with another 1st down.
Pretty much just more of the same from what we saw with this back in the first half. And he doesn't need much. He gets a little bit of space, and then he can create the rest. It's the combination of patience, vision, and then the burst to hit the hole once he sees it. This guy's been a handful all day. The big guys in the middle of the defense, Mike, the defensive tackles. So often they're asked to do the dirty work. Keep the blockers off the linebackers. Let them run around and make all the plays. But in this case, this guy's able to shed his blocker, make the stop, and keep it to no gain.
And he'll get them 5 yards closer, but now 3rd down coming up. They'll look to throw. He's got his man. That's Olave. Second reception of this Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a 1st down. The pass is caught by Turner. And he gets to the outside and takes it in. Touchdown, New Orleans. That is 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. So now after the touchdown, Lutt's going to send this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Right away, they'll set up to throw. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the 2nd phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs. To the ground, a 1st down run. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Really nice job by the interior of this offensive line. It typically just takes one guy to distort the defense to give the back enough room to operate, and that's exactly what they did here, and it led to a big gain.
And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Here's a 2nd and 6. Now this time they'll look to throw. That is hot! And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the...
That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Kool-Aid McKinstry.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Mike, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
A pass taken in by Miller. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that anytime a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive there to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
He's got a receiver wide open, left side. And he will score. Anthony Gould, touchdown 6. That his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. So now after the touchdown, Lutt's going to send this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
Let's go. Last name 19. Go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. And maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient. But at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out? He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. Over the middle to Ayuk, complete. One quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. And Sunday Night Football continues after this. Only need a yard, and it's fourth down. They'll try and run for it. And he's going to have a Dolphins first down. They managed to convert. That'll keep the drive alive.
Little test of wills up front, huh, Mike? I mean, who wanted this one more? Who would get off the line quicker? Who would drive the other side backwards? Pretty impressive that not only are they the ones that won the battle, the defense knew what was coming and still couldn't stop it.
Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump. And they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here.
And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
That's a prototypical coverage sack. All 11 guys on the field doing their job. Starts with sound back-end coverage. Nowhere to go quick with the ball. The quarterback has no chance but to extend the play. Look for something late developing downfield. That was all the time this front needed to chase him down and bring him down for a sack.
Second reception of this Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. That's caught downfield by Waddle. And he will get into the end zone. Jalen Waddle. Touchdown, Dolphins. Not going for two. They'll kick the point after. His kick is good. And the Dolphins are able to edge a bit closer. We're down 3 scores, and it's late. They're going to need a few bounces to go their way. They'll start right here trying to get an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
You have no choice. You find yourself down big here late in the fourth quarter, Mike. You got nothing to lose. Give it a shot. Nice job here by the hands team recovering. They're going to take over possession.
On the ground, it's Miller. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it. You know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
They'll stay on the ground with Miller. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. A run here with Miller. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
Here comes 3rd and 6. He'll look to throw. That is caught. What a throw. Touchdown, New Orleans. With that, he ties the Super Bowl record, his 3rd touchdown of the night. The kick by Lutz is good. And the Saints will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the... Set to go now on 1st and 10. They're going to motion the tight end over here. That's the 4th time tonight he's been intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
On 2nd down, Miller. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down. Here's a designed run. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Without question, something you never want to see, especially here on Super Bowl Sunday. This one runs out of steam off the crossbar and comes back. No good. And they are not able to add on to their big lead. Back to throw here to begin the drive. That's caught down the field is Conley. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
This is a great opportunity now for the offense to really seize control of this game. They just saw their opponent miss a field goal try, come out aggressive on the ensuing possession, strike deep early. Now see if they can put this drive together and end it with some points.
Now they'll set up to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender. And you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but they continue to get that matchup.
Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. Picked off by DJ Turner.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Here we go, set.
They'll begin here on the ground. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be second down. They'll stick with him again. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the gain to nothing.
And he's going to be taken down here. Looks like a pretty good spot, though. Yes, he's got it. That's a first down. Just under 2 minutes to play on Super Bowl Sunday. We're back to write a finish to the season after this. The defense still has 3 timeouts. We'll see if they decide to use them here as the offense starts taking a knee. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. And the Saints have done it. They are your Super Bowl champions.